Lahat ng drama, lahat ng tawanan, lahat ng iyong all-time hits. Ang tanging huntahan ng Masang Lamaw. Number 1 sa Mega Manila, nationwide pa. Broadcasting from TGON, TVH Group of Networks. Dito lang sa inyong iisang himpilan. Cool FM. You are listening to Cool FM, live from Cool Studios. This is koolNews at 4.
Good afternoon, and this is koolNews at 4. I'm Cairo. As you can see, we are now in the right side of the studio, which we have just installed the new LEDs and a new table, not really new table, but a new set that will be used for some bulletins of koolNews, such as this one. Okay, let's begin the headlines. Former presidential spokesperson Harry Roque has been held in contempt again and was ordered detained in the House of Representatives until he submits the required documents proving that he has no connection to Philippine offshore giving operators or POGO hubs. Surigao del Northern Representative Ace Barbers approved the motion made by Bukidnon 2nd District Representative Jonathan Kit Flores during the House Quad Committee hearing on Thursday after Roque's continued non-compliance with the lower chamber subpoena. I move that we hold Harry Roque in contempt for refusing to submit the document subject of this subpoena, of which he has manifested that he was going to submit to this committee, Forrest said.
Mr. Chair, as extensively discussed by Congressman Luistro, stating the grounds why we are in the right as far as our request for him to submit these documents and his continued refusal to submit these documents to this Quad Committee, Mr. Chair. To submit the document subject of the subpoena of the STECOM, and of which he has manifested that he was going to submit to this committee, Mr. Chair. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion to cite Attorney Harry Roque in contempt, and this was duly seconded. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion is carried. Now, just for clarification, we are citing Attorney Harry Roque in violation of Section 11,
D.
Paragraph D.
Paragraph D, Mr. Chair, for refusing to comply with the subpoena, the STECOM, and to submit the documents we requested of him, Mr. Chair. Now, Mr. Chair, in addition, Mr. Chair, I move that we hold Harry Roque in detention for the period of until he submits the documents or until the Quad Committee is dissolved, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion to detain Attorney Harry Roque as long as this committee conducts its hearing,
Mr. Chair.
and until we terminate,
Or until he submits the
or
documents.
until he submits
that
the
we have asked.
documents required of him.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And this was duly seconded. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Documents like Roque's statement of assets, liabilities, and net worth (SALN) will be crucial to determining if he indeed did not profit from POGO hubs, according to Bandaga's Representative Garfield Lustro. The panel previously denied Roque's motion to squash the subpoena it issued against him. Flores also moved that Roque be detained until he submits the documents or until the Quad Committee is dissolved. Barbos also approved this motion. Roque was also ordered detained last month, but only for 24 hours for supposedly lying to the same committee as to why he failed to attend the first hearing in Pampanga last week. The former lawmaker is linked to Lucky Star 1990 raided POGO hub in Porac, Pampanga after documents with his signature were found by operatives. However, Roque has repeatedly denied having any links with the POGO hub. Senator Sherwin Cajillian revealed on Thursday the names of foreign individuals who allegedly facilitated Alice Guo and her cohorts movement in Malaysia, Indonesia, and Singapore after they fled the Philippines in July. In the press conference, Gatchalian cited reports and named three individuals believed to have facilitated the former Bamba mayor's movement abroad. I saw a report from Indonesia that Duran Wu is part of those people who helped the group escape, said Gatchalian. Wu is the top executive of Whirlwind Corporation, which leased land to rated Philippine offshore gaming operator Pogo Lagisar 99. Gatchalian was later asked to disclose the names of all individuals who assisted Guo and her associates, Sheila, Wesley, and Cassandra. As far as I know, Darren is one of the active personalities in their movement to Malaysia, Indonesia, and Singapore. Huang Sihang Yang is the other one, while the last one is Sihang Ji, president of Lagisart 99, said Gatchalian. According to Gatchalian, the three individuals helped Guo and others book hotels and specifically facilitated their travels. They booked their hotels, facilitated their travels, and they have contacts on the ground. Interestingly, in the video of Guo Huaping's arrest, I heard Chinese people speaking in the background, said Gatchalian. Not Indonesian, but Chinese. So obviously Guo Huaping's contact there is also Chinese. It's her network, he added. It is, however, still unclear if these three individuals also helped Guo escape Philippine jurisdiction. Earlier, the dismissed Bamba mayor said she was able to flee the Philippines last July with the help of just one foreigner. No further details have been disclosed about the identity of this foreign individual, except for the following. He is the boss of all bosses of Pogos in the Philippines of Chinese nationality and holds passports from St. Kitts and Nevis, China, Cruces, Dominica, and Cambodia. Corrections Senior Superintendent Gerardo Padilla has confirmed a hitman's testimony that former President Rodrigo Duterte ordered the killing of three Chinese nationals jailed at the Davao prison and penal farm, adding that it was also true that the ex-leader congratulated him. During the court committee's fifth hearing on Thursday, Padilla gave the panels a supplemental affidavit, which became the subject of Senior Deputy Speaker Aurelio Gonzalez Jr.'s interpellation. Gonzalez asked Padilla if he could confirm the testimony of Leopoldo Tan, the hitman assigned to kill Chu Kin Tun, Jackson Lee, and Peter Wan. Tan testified during the August 22 court committee hearing that he overheard Padilla speaking with Duterte, who congratulated the Bureau of Corrections official for a job well done. Here in my affidavit, I will read it. I am confirming the statements of Tata that when we went to the investigation section, my cell phone rang and I answered. The person who called me, according to the voice, is former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. He told me, "Congrats, Superintendent Padilla, job well done. But it's too much. They turned it into lots too." Padilla said, echoing Tan's exact words. So, Colonel Padilla, now that you have read parts number 4 and 6 of your affidavit, are you now admitting that the statements of Leopoldo Tan alias Tata, that former President Duterte called you after killing the three Chinese, are true? Gonzalez asked. Yes, Your Honor, as the voice I have heard over the phone, Padilla replied. Padilla also confirmed to Gonzalez that he indeed talked to former Police Colonel Royana Garma and retired Police Colonel Eduardo Tan. Previously, Padilla said that Garma called him over the operation to kill the three Chinese nationals. Do you also admit to everything that Jimmy Fortaleza said last hearing, that you and Colonel Garma talked? Do you also admit that you and Colonel Leonardo discussed the operation to kill the three Chinese nationals? Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, Padilla replied. Tan gave the testimony before the court committee out of dissatisfaction with the past administration, as he and fellow hitman Fernando Magdalero were supposedly promised a cash grant and freedom in exchange for killing the Chinese nationals. Tan said he and Magdalero were slated to receive 3 million pesos each for killing the three Chinese nationals, but were only given 2 million pesos. According to Tan, he did not mind losing 1 million pesos, but they were waiting for them to be released. Padilla was initially cited for contempt by the court committee because lawmakers found him lying, as he insisted that he was not aware of the order to transfer the Chinese nationals to the same solitary confinement cell while Tan and fellow hitman Fernando Magdalero were placed. When Padilla said the order came from another Davao Pendal Farm official, Corrections Senior Inspector Noni Faro, lawmakers allowed the latter to explain his side. According to Faro, he is the third in line in terms of approving prisoner movements. And the House of Representatives Committee on Appropriations recommended slashing the proposed Office of the Vice President budget of 2.037 billion pesos for 2025 to only 733.198 million pesos. Panel Senior Vice Chairman and Marikina Representative Stella Quimpo said the OVP budget was cut by 1.29 billion pesos, affecting the social service programs of Vice President Sara Duterte's office, and that lawmakers intend to realign that money to other government agencies like the Department of Social Welfare and Development and the Department of Health. Of the 1.29 billion pesos, Quimpo disclosed that the panel recommended allocating 646,532,796 pesos to DSWD's AICS, while the other 646,533,796 pesos to DOH MAIFIP. The Committee on Appropriations decided to recommend a reduced budget for the Office of the Vice President, and the reduction shall be split by the DSWD AICS, or Assistance to Individuals in Crisis Situation Program, and the DOH MAIFIP, or Medical Assistance to Indignant and Financially Incapacitated Patients Program, Quimpo said in a press briefing on Thursday. This is a committee decision, and the Committee on Appropriations has 139 members, and with respect to the budget cut of the OVP, ito po ay naging, or this is an anonymous decision among members, she added. This is not yet the final approval of Congress. It is just a recommendation by the Committee on Appropriations for the plenary, Quimpo, however, clarified. Quimpo revealed that plenary debates on the proposed 2025 national budget will begin on September 16 and are expected to end on September 25. Earlier, Duterte said she does not mind having her office totally defunded, adding that she sees it as part of an alleged coordinated attack against her. We also heard that there will be defunding. The Office of the Vice President's budget will be defunded. We also heard that it's possible they will only give the Office of the Vice President a budget of only 1 pesos. We are ready. I am ready in the Office of the Vice President to work even without a budget, Duterte said in Filipino in the video message released on Wednesday. Our operations are small. We can certainly work even without the budget. We know that that's part of the attack. So we will continue to do what we need to do for the people, she added. It is now 4:12 in the afternoon, and koolNews at 4. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Koolnews at 4. Local governments near Mountain Cannon, which straddles the province of Negros Occidental and Negros Oriental, have ordered residents to leave the 4-kilometer permanent danger zone due to the imminent threat posed by the volcano. Mayors Jose Chubasco Cardenas of Canlon City, Negros Oriental, and Romulia Mangilumutan of La Castellana town, Negros Occidental, exercised caution as volcanologists recorded at least 337 volcano tectonic earthquakes in the area from Monday night to Wednesday. VT earthquakes are generated by rock fracturing, according to the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, or PhilFox. The increase in VT activity strongly indicates progressive rock fracturing beneath the volcano as rising magma drives a path toward the surface. Cardenas said he ordered the immediate mandatory evacuation of residents still living within the danger zone in Canlon City. The Canlon City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office was tasked to facilitate the safe and orderly transfer of residents to designated evacuation centers away from the danger zone. Cardenas said the local government had prepared supplies of food, water, medicines, and other necessities at these centers. Both Cardenas and Makilumutan canceled classes at all levels in public and private schools in their respective localities and urged education officials to shift to alternative learning activities to protect students and school personnel from the increasing volcanic unrest. According to the Department of Social Welfare and Development, its field office in Central Visayas has begun monitoring the preemptive evacuation of at least 88 families or 248 people from 3 villages in Canlanon City. PhilFox has cautioned the public on the increased seismic activity and unprecedented levels of sulfur dioxide degassing at Canlon. It said earthquakes were generated at a depth of between 0 and 9 kilometers beneath the northeastern flanks of the volcanic edifice. The strongest quake was felt at intensity 2 in some villages of Canlon City. Rumbling sounds were reported by some residents of Bago City, while strong sulfur flames were noted in a few barangays in Bago, La Carlota, and Canlanon cities. PhilFox reminded the public that Alert Level 2 or increasing unrest prevails over Mountain Canlon, but that current seismic activity might lead to eruptive unrest and an increase in the alert level. In case of ashfall events that may affect communities downward of Canlon's crater, people should cover the nose and mouth with a damp, clean cloth or dust mask, PhilFox said. Now let's get into the West Philippine Sea situation, as China will crush any foreign incursion into its sovereign territory, including in the South China Sea, as senior Beijing military officials said Thursday on the sidelines of a defense forum. We hope that the South China Sea will remain a sea of peace, Chinese Army Lieutenant General He Lei told a small group of journalists, including AFP, at the Xiangshan Forum. But he said if the United States moves its from behind the scenes, if it pushes countries to the front line, or if the United States itself ends up on the front line, then we in the Chinese People's Liberation Army will never have any patience. We in the Chinese People's Liberation Army will resolutely crush any foreign hostile encroachment on China's territorial, sovereign, and maritime rights and interests with firm determination, staunch will, strong capability, and effective means, he said. Washington and Beijing have verbally sparred over China's increasingly assertive approach in disputed maritime regions, including the South China Sea. In recent months, Chinese vessels have engaged in a series of high-profile confrontations with Philippine ships in the waters, which Beijing claims almost in their entirety despite an international court ruling that its assertion has no legal basis. On Thursday, Lieutenant General He said a resolution to those tensions depends on the United States. He also confirmed that U.S. Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense Michael Chase would attend this week's Xiangshan Forum in Beijing. I hope that during his meetings here, Michael Chase will listen more to the voices of China and the Chinese military, he said. The message we are sending to the United States is that we want the two countries and armies to be partners, to be friends. We want to pursue China-U.S. relations between win-win cooperation, he said. We want the United States to make more contributions to regional and world peace, security, and stability, he added. Scores of delegates were in the Chinese capital Thursday for the Xiangshan Forum, dubbed China's answer to Singapore's annual Shangri-La meeting. It is set to host more than 500 representatives from over 90 countries and international organizations, organizers have said. Official speeches are expected on Friday, that is tomorrow, when the forum's opening ceremony will take place, and top military representatives from Russia, Pakistan, Singapore, Iran, Germany, and others will participate in roundtable discussion. Now, let's get back to some other headlines. The Basis Conversion and Development Authority on Wednesday said it has partnered with the Japan-based mobility firm Zenmove Incorporated and the MC Metro Transport Operation Incorporated to launch the Philippines' first smart autonomous bus service. Totering as an energy-efficient and smart public transportation system, the three held on Tuesday a ribbon-cutting ceremony and demonstration of the service inside the new Clark City, Clark Freeport Zone, and Clark International Airport. We can definitely learn a lot from Japan's advanced and innovative transport system. By integrating their smart autonomous vehicle technology, we ensure a more sustainable and scalable transport solution here in Clark, BCDA's Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer Gisela Carlalalo said in a statement. This will positively transform the everyday lives of those living and working within Clark, making it easier to get around, reducing traffic congestion, and promoting a green and low-carbon environment, she added. A BCDA's representative told Inquirer that the fleet of self-driving buses will initially start with 17 vehicles. It will also be a free service for interested riders until July 2025, said the same source. The new public transportation system, called Primary Rapid Transit, which is considered to be still in a demo phase, is a last-mile service that will run in select routes in New Clark City, Clark Freeport Zone, and Clark International Airport using SMOC. The BCDA said this will enable Zenmove to measure and verify the effectiveness of the public transport service system with the aim to maximize operational availability while keeping the number of vehicles at the minimum. This will be managed through a lean dispatching system based on travel demand data, according to the BCDA. The demonstration project will come at no cost for the Philippine government, said the BCDA, with the two first fully financing it. Aside from these self-driving buses, Zenmove and MC Metro are also deploying low-carbon electric vehicles and electric assisted bicycles, as well as installing smart poles, drones, and charging stations. And finally, let's get into some happenings, showbiz happenings, I should say. YouTube mega streamer iShowSpeed has seen a meteoric rise to fame. After getting banned on Twitch for violating the streaming platform's community guidelines, Darren Jason Watkins Jr. hopped aboard the YouTube streaming train and never looked back, hitting over 29 million subscribers as of Friday. With his massive fan base in tow, support for his ongoing Southeast Asia tour has catapulted iShowSpeed to even greater heights. The internet sensation reached the 29 million subscriber milestone during his stop in Thailand. Both of his streams in the country also amassed over 11 million views as of the moment. Yesterday, September 11, iShowSpeed visited the Philippines in hopes of reaching out to his Filipino fans and also, like any tourists experiencing the Filipino hospitality we're known for. While he did gain over 100,000 subscribers in a mere 3 hours, the latter was clearly lacking. From being called the N-word to being stranded in the car dealership, the warm welcome for iShowSpeed may have just been too hot. Though this short stream may have its moments, from having his ankles broken in a 1-versus-1 basketball game in a barangay-covered court to giving money to a homeless mother and her child, most of the 3-hour stream had moments on Lucas calling the Philippines an L country and fellow Filipinos hanging their heads in shame. Also, during iShowSpeed's brief tour around the metro, the streamer was stopped twice by his hordes of fans, once in the Chowking branch in Manila and another in the Mercedes-Benz dealership in BGC. The latter had gone so bad he had to cancel the rest of his plans for the night and cut the stream short to ensure his safety. "I can't even walk, bro. I can't do S-word. You're all past the limit," said iShowSpeed while stuck in the car dealership. Though despite the ruined plans, the streamer did marvel at the crowd he amassed on the streets of BGC. He even took photos with them and welcomed several people inside the dealership to have solo photos and signed photographs. And that is it for koolNews at 4. As always, if you have any news suggestions or feedback that you would like to share, you can get in touch with us at tvh.philippines.news@gmail.com. Until then, I'm Caro, and we'll see you later for more news headlines with cool news at 6. Good afternoon.